What's up, you guys? It's your boy Miguel here to give you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we are covering things I bring to work to make my job easier / more comfortable. So to give you context, I am a night shift Xray tech. I've been doing it for over 4 years at a Trauma 3 ER in the great state of Texas. So all these are optional. Once again, the only true thing you need at work is your badge. Even markers are optionals at this point. There's techs that don't even use markers. They just use the other stuff. Would it be handy to have them? Sure. But the bare minimum, I would say at least just your badge and like your little set of markers. That's really all you need. But I bring other stuff to make my job easier for me. So essentially, some of the things I've noticed is all the veteran Xray techs, and I'm talking about 10-year plus, 15 years, 20. I think the oldest one we have has been doing it for 25 years. Complain about the wrist. So let me give you some cheat codes here, right? Depending on the machine and how it operates, to drive the portable machine, essentially you hook it and then you push it, right? And to drive it, you go like this. So I know it's not that hard and it's not that strenuous, but I've noticed that my forearms, by the end of the 7 or even whatever other stuff you do, my body's forearms get fatigued and it affects me at the gym. Like I noticed for sure, like probably a 20 to 30% significant drop in weight that I can do at the gym because of my forearms give up. And this little clip right here costs like $1. You can go to Home Depot, you can go to Walmart, you can go whatever, and essentially you put it where you hold the thing and you can just kind of set your hands and just push it. And you don't have to grip the steering wheel. Now, you do have to be careful because essentially if you let go of it, it will still kind of move. But it does save you. And if it is on the thing, like on the little bar, you can't shoot it. Like it won't shoot. So that's a few things to keep aware of. But it does significantly help you. That's something I ain't never seen no Xray tech do. And I just thought of it, like, I just thought about it because like I saw everyone complaining about the wrist and I saw everyone with the same problems and it was affecting me. And as soon as I slapped that on it and I use it all the time, it has helped me significantly. That's something that, depending on where you work at, my manager's cool. He's like, as long as it gets the job done and it doesn't affect anything, cool. That's something I use. And it's something I haven't seen any techs when I was a student do. So that's some free knowledge you can use at your discretion. Let's see. So at my place, we have shitty chairs that you sit at. I bring little seat cushions that you can buy online. I highly recommend some like ones that memory foam. I apparently don't have the best, like how do I say, like I've noticed when I sit in a chair, depending on like, I've noticed that my body genetics, I'm gonna probably end up being kyphotic just because like I have family members who have the like this part of the genetics. Like I've seen that's how I'm end up with. And certain like cushions help you be like more ergonomic or more better posture. Our shitty chairs, like I have some seat cushions that help me sit better, and it literally, because during night shift, can't confirm or deny naps or anything like that, but sometimes we sit for a very long time and your butt hurts. Just putting that out there. And with seat cushions, it have literally tremendously helped a lot. And It makes it more comfortable. Now, who knows? Maybe you're out there and you don't have to deal with shitty chairs. Like before I brought my like little seat cushions, the Xray chairs that we sat with, I swear to you, they've been there since I've been a student, and they have no cushion. You sit there and you can almost feel the metal. So like I brought those and it helped me significantly. Another thing for the wrist, once again, it's optional. It all depends on if you want to bring it or not. I've noticed, for me personally, I bring a little mouse thing to sit on your wrist, like when you're post-processing, a little cushion. That helps a lot. I mean, there's like $10 to $5 at Walmart or Best Buy or wherever you can buy it. It helps on your wrist. Anything to save the wrist. And also, I noticed I may have some kind of condition. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the wrist. And like when I was in school, doing all the sports and stuff. But I noticed when I use a regular mouse to do anything on the computer, my wrist will fatigue quicker. So I use like the one where you put your hand on and it has a little roll. Like it's a little like rolling pad, and you can move and stuff like that with the wrist, like just with like without moving your wrist, it can like move. That helped me tremendously. Saves your wrist once again. Those are a little bit pricey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I have one, I think the first one I bought was in college and it helped me. I think those are like $50. And then once I became an xraytech, I got one that's like ergonomic, where like essentially when you put your arm straight, if you use a regular mouse, like your hand naturally sits oblique. But for the mouse, you have to like turn it this way. You wouldn't think it would make a difference, but the one I have, like your arm sits naturally like this, and it literally saves your wrist from fatigue. Once again, it's optional. It's just a little thing I do, all to like help me and like my wrist not hurt. That's something I use. There's another thing for like the keyboard. So when you're sitting and typing and doing stuff like that, once again, your wrist saves them. I mean, that's like $10, $15. I got mine from like, I think Office Depot or Best Buy. I can't remember. That's another thing I bring to work. Depending on where you work at and how cold it is, and depending how you deal with your body temperature thing, at night I've noticed it gets really, really cold. So I have like a little tiny heater. Once again, it's up to you if you want to bring it or not, but that's something that helps me. Keeps me warm, keep me comfy. Let's see what else I bring. I have like a little keyboard that's just like plain little buttons that use shortcuts. Once again, depending on where you work at, sometimes you can connect them to the computer, sometimes you can't. But it'll be like little shortcuts to where like sometimes you, over the years, I've noticed you tend to write the same things over and over and over. And instead of having to type it out, I just click the button. Like it'll be just like a little like keypad. It has like, I think they range from like one button all the way to like 6, 12 buttons of just like empty little keyboards that can be programmed. And essentially, like I have one where I click it, instead of typing, patient was pregnant and was shielded, just like one little click saves you from typing. Or patient refused, one little clip. Or like ours is like a bunch of the times they put in duplicate orders overnight. So there's like literally a button, it's like duplicate order. That's why it was canceled. Or unable to obtain optimal image due to patient's pain. Literally, instead of typing it out, it's just like one little click and it types it out. Saves you from typing, saves you time, because like we write the same things a lot of the times. So that's something that once again is optional. if it'll help you. See what else. There's other stuff I bring, but I can't really say that it would help y'all because it all depends on how your shitty equipment operates. Like mine, the lever, when we have a Fuji on ours, and essentially sometimes it gets jammed to where you try to pull it out to shoot the X-ray and the tube won't come out. So there's like a lever in the back, like in the front, that sometimes you have to like manually push it down. So I essentially got a little string with a hook on it and I just pull it so the lever goes down, because sometimes it'll get jammed. Or whenever it gets jammed, I pull the little lever, the little string with the hook on it, and it'll help. Which once again, I don't know if that can even help anyone, because that's mainly my problem because of the shitty equipment that they never fix. That's something I use. What else? I would highly recommend shoes. Get some good shoes. Spend some extra money depending on how your feet are and your pain, whatever situation you have down there. Highly recommend getting some good shoes. I use the Hokas and I use some Asics Nimbus. I mean, some people don't like to spend that much money on their shoes, but it does make a huge difference. I would highly recommend that. And I mean, you could bring anything as far as medication. I would highly recommend bringing like some Tylenol or bring a little things, because you never know, because sometimes you get headaches, sometimes vomiting, diarrhea. Who knows what can happen at work to you. I highly recommend bringing something like that. I mean, I bring energy drinks. Saves you because, like, especially at night, like our cafeteria closes, I think, around midnight. Instead of having to go to the gas station or using the vending machine that costs more money, you just bring one just in case. And that's really about it. So hopefully some of this could be useful and it can make your job a little bit easier. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.